Alright, Shalom. Before I begin, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace salutations unto the elect. It's the brother Tawal Payah from the Providence, Rhode Island camp. Just coming at you with a brief lesson, hitting the record button, hoping to edify and exhort the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which consists of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you speckled birds, the ones that got lost amongst the nations during the different diasporas. This message is also for you. You may look like a person of another race, but hey, if your spirit aligns with these words of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you may very well be of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because that's who it's all about. That's the Lord Yahweh, which is the name of the Most High, through His only begotten Son Yahushua. That's who has been selected by them, man, ultimately by Yahweh. But you know, just wanted to go into real quick a little bit of what I was reading here. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, and I'm on page 238, and I'm reading the definition of idolatry. All right, and it gives a pretty good definition. I'm just gonna pull out a couple scriptures here, talk about a few things through the Spirit. Hopefully, again, it's edifying. But the word idolatry, the definition that it reads says, all the nations surrounding ancient Israel were idolatrous, although their idolatry assumed different forms. And that's the same case today. Okay, we live in America. We are currently in America, surrounded by idolatry. And as it said, idolatry comes in different forms. Okay, you know, let's continue reading a bit. It says the early Shemites of Mesopotamia worshiped mountains, springs, trees, and blocks of stone in which the deity was supposed to be in some sense incarnate. And it has the book of Judges, chapter 6, verses 25 through 32. So let's go ahead and pull that up and see what that says. All right. So it's the book of Judges. Let's see what it says here. Let's see what we grab. All right, yeah, this is the book of Judges, chapter 6, and verse 25. I'll start at verse 24. It says, then Gideon built an altar there unto Yahweh, and called it Yahweh Shalom, which means this is the name of the Most High and peace. All right, and it says, unto this day it is yet an Ophrah of the Abizrites. Excuse me for if I didn't pronounce that correctly. It says, and it came to pass that the same night that Yahweh said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old, and throw down the altar of Baal that thy father had, and cut down the grove that is by it, and build an altar unto the Lord Yahweh thy God upon the top of the rock in the ordered place, and take the second bullock and offer a burnt sacrifice with the wood of the grove which thou shalt cut down. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants and did as Yahweh had said to him. And so it was, because he feared his father's household and the men of the city, that he could not do it by day, that he did it by night. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was cast down, and the grove was cut down that was by it, and the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built. And they said one to another, who has done this thing? And when they inquired and asked, they said, Gideon the son of Joash has done this thing. Then the men of the city said unto Joash, bring out thy son, that he may die. So, you know, this is kind of like in today's time when you say something against the God of Islam or the God of Christianity, or really the God of the Jewish, you know, the converts. You see, they get offended right? They wish death upon you, and that's something that that happens to the elect of the nation of Israel, those that are returning unto their heritage to serve the true living God. We put away those idols, we put away the holiday activity, we put away eating abominable foods and committing wicked acts. We put away those things to serve the true power, to do what we're commanded. And the people that, we used to participate in those idolatrous acts, they get upset. They start looking at you sideways. And through the spirit, they wish death upon you, But let's go on and continue reading. It says, then the men of the city said unto Joash, bring out thy son that he may die, because he has cast down the altar of Baal, and because he has cut down the grove that was by it. And Joash said unto all that stood against him, will you plead for Baal? Will you save him? He that will plead for him, let him be put to death, whilst it is yet morning. If he be a god, let him plead for himself, because one has cast down his altar. Therefore on that day he called him Jerubbaal, saying, let Baal plead against him, because he has thrown down his altar. Then all the Midianites and the Amalekites and the children of the east were gathered together, and went over and pitched in the valley of Jezreel. But the spirit of Yahweh came upon Gideon, and he blew a trumpet, and Abiezer was gathered after him. And he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also was gathered after him. And he sent messengers unto Asher, and unto Zebulun, and unto Naphtali, and he came up to meet them. And Gideon said unto the Most High, if thou wilt save Israel by my hand, as thou hast said, behold, I will put a fleece of wool in the floor, and if the dew be on the fleece only, and it be dry upon all the earth beside, then shall I know that thou wilt save Israel by my hand, and thou hast said. And it was so, for he rose up early on the morrow, and thrust the fleece together, and wringed the dew out of the fleece, a bowl full of water. And Gideon said unto the Most High, let not thine anger be hot against me, and I will speak but this once. Let me prove, I pray thee, but this once with the fleece. Let it now be dry only upon the fleece, upon all the ground let there be dew. And the Most High did so that night, for it was dry upon the fleece, only there was dew on all the ground. So, we read an account in the book of Judges concerning Gideon. And he did what the Most High had asked him to do. Cast down the altar of Baal, all right, and set an altar to worship, him. And, with Gideon fulfilling that command, he received grace, he received favor, okay? While he had his enemies round about him trying to get him, Yahweh Shema Shah was with Gideon, okay? So, let's go back a little bit here. Let's go back and going back to this definition of idolatry. It says they also had the religion of the Egyptians, which are Hamites. It says centered mostly about the veneration of the sun and of the Nile as sources of life. Right? I believe the Egyptians called the sun Ra, or Amen Ra, something like that, which is the sun god. All right, and it says they also had a number of sacred animals: the bull, cow, cat, baboon, crocodile. Yeah, they worshipped all those gods. All right, they literally went above and beyond to worship all those types of different creatures. Some of the deities had human bodies and animal heads. Among the Canaanites, which are Hamites still, it says religion took on a very barbarous character. The chief gods were personifications of life and fertility. The gods had no moral character whatsoever, and worship of them carried with the demoralizing practices, including child sacrifices, prostitution, and snake worship. All right, so this is the same reason why. Okay, matter of fact, it says the Israelites. Let me see. Human and animal images of the deities were worshipped. The Israelites, on succeeding to the land, were commanded to destroy these idols. Yup, and they got Exodus 23 and 24. Let's go to that. Okay, and we had to get rid of those idols, because essentially if we didn't, we'll end up partaking in those ritualistic practices. And you could read over time how that ended up happening. But this is Exodus 23 and verse 24. It says, thou shalt not bow down to their God. Matter of fact, let's go here. Let's see. Exodus chapter 23 and verse 23. For mine angel shall go before thee, and bring thee unto the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. So this is during the time of, the Exodus, after the Israelites had been taken out of Egypt. All right, and the Most High is using the Israelites to clear out those Canaanite or those Hamitic nations that were participating in those idolatrous things that we read in this dictionary. Okay, but it says, verse 24, thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them and quite break down their images. And you shall serve Yahweh your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take away sickness from the midst of thee. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. You see, so we are being told here in this case to stop and knock off all of these idols that these people got going on, that they're worshiping, and the Lord gonna bless us, right? And it's the same case today. You put away this world, and what happens? You receive blessings through the Spirit. You receive an increase in the Spirit. And let's go. That makes me think of, let's go to the book of Romans. Let me grab the book of Romans. It's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, this is the Apostle Paul speaking. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Okay, so all in all, there's a purpose. All right, there's a purpose to the changing of your mind when it comes down to going from worshiping idols to back to worshiping the Most High Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. Because now in today's present time, we have to do all things through Yahweh Shai. All right, let me grab another quick scripture here. Grab another quick scripture. Let's go to the book of Micah. Let's see if I can pull that up. And this is a very basic scripture I'm gonna pull up that you should know if you've been in this truth for some time. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. It reads, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you even with the sore destruction. Okay, this world, this landmass, this entire way of living, all right, the image of the beast, which is referring to the way that this system is structured, all right, and all the philosophies that come with it. It is polluted. It's dirty. It's evil. It shall destroy you with the sword destruction. All right, and the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is giving this commandment time and time again, and we are currently in the position we are in due to not listening carefully and constantly practicing what we're being asked of, which is just serve Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, and that's it, and nothing else. But the price to pay for not doing that, especially in these days. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. It reads, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And the reason why they think that the evil shall not overtake or prevent them is because judgment is not executed speedily. Meaning Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not causing a person to be put to death right away because they ate some pork chop, or because they are indeed practicing idol ritualistic things. They're not practicing ritualistic things that, you know, are dedicated to idols. Let me say that again. The Most High, right? People are thinking that the evil will not overtake nor prevent them because the Most High is not executing judgment speedily, meaning he's not judging people right there and then when they commit an act. He's allowing their tab to be built up. But when that day of judgment comes, the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is justified in what he does. Okay? Let me see. I'm gonna grab a couple more, a little bit more on this here. Let's read down a bit. All right, let's go to let's wrap it up, and let's wrap it up in the New Testament here. Grab this here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 5. I'll start at verse 1. It says, be ye therefore followers of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua as dear children, and walk in love as Hamashiach also had loved us, and had given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smelling savor. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becometh saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish speaking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. For this you know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater, has no inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahweh. All right, but what does that mean? That means they're not going to be a part of the first resurrection. They're going to be the least in the kingdom, those that end up filling in, you know, checking off these marks that they, you know, that represent them. All right, the 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to have to know it, you know, they're going to have to receive their judgment and be reborn into the kingdom, as opposed to, you know, as like the elect, they're going to be a part of the first resurrection, getting the privilege to witness the downfall of their enemies, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap it up there. I pray and hope that this was edifying, giving all praises unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, that was a great millstone, and peace salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.